And actually, if you look at all,
you're going to apologise or not?
No, if you look at all communities, we've all got the same values. We all believe in hard work. We all believe in family, and we all believe in fairness. And we should all look at people in that way. We've all got the same values.
No apology for Trump, for Enoch Powell or Lee Anderson.
Susan. Everyone in London has the same values. Are you sure about that? Do you also think the earth is flat as well? This is painful to watch. London Mayor Conservative candidate Susan Hall had a face-to-face debate with 3 other candidates on the left-wing LBC, one of which was current London Mayor Sadiq Khan. It was a car crash. She let LBC and Khan walk all over her, especially on the culture wars issues. They ripped into her about her tweet saying London is becoming a foreign city, as if it isn't already. He accused her of Islamophobia, racism, and being divisive. All she does is apologise and say she's learned from her mistakes.
On record,
in all areas.
You like to post calling Sadiq Khan a traitor rat. You made a baseless claim that he supported electoral fraud. You employed an Islamophobic trope about Londonistan. Is that the musings of a serious politician?
I have apologised for my social media a long time ago, and many times, and I have learnt from that. I rarely use.
What have you learnt?
I've learnt that you have to be very, very careful when you just flick on things without thinking twice about it. But I've apologised for that, and I've learnt.
They're not just hurty words.
And I've learnt from I have learnt from my mistakes.
Is there a question you would like to ask Susan Hall?
I think this is the greatest thing in the world. The diversity is one of the reasons why it's great. Do you regret supporting Donald Trump, who's a racist, sexist and homophobe? Do you regret liking Enoch Powell? Do you regret liking Lee Anderson, the Islamophobe? Will you apologise unequivocally for having those sorts of views and promise to be a mayor, if you win, that unites communities rather than your record of dividing them?
I do not divide communities. I support all communities. I come from Harrow, where it's the most diverse borough in London, I'd say. It's incredible.
Why didn't she mention Khan's social media posts like this? Why didn't she ask him for an apology for that racist tweet? She doesn't mention a word on that or anything else. Why didn't she ask him about the 2-tier policing, etc., etc.? She said nothing. London is finished. The other 2 in the race to be London Mayor were a red-haired Green Party candidate who banged on about more diversity officers, and a Liberal Democrat who said this.
Landlords can act badly now because there's a shortage of housing. Our population's increased by 1 million in the last 15 years or so. We haven't built houses to keep up with that. We've got to make it easier to build houses.
So unlimited mass immigration is absolutely fine, and it's London's job just to keep forever building to keep up with it, is it? Literally all of them agreed with that. What kind of insanity is that? The population of London is now bigger than New York, and it takes up double the space. And that is in a tiny country 40 times smaller than America. Let's face it, soon this won't even be a British vote if it isn't already, because we are importing that many people who couldn't care less about Britain. British people are already a minority in their own capital city and becoming more so every year. For example, how long before Islamic issues become the most important issues to Londoners come voting time? Change the people and you change the vote. London is not a British city anymore, and Manchester, Birmingham and the rest of our big cities are all going the same way.